Hi there, it's Gina Brogan. I'm down on 3rd Street in Santa Monica. Look at the fun guy behind me. He's a big giant dinosaur. I think he's a meat eater because, yeah, he's got the sharp teeth. Oh my gosh. That reminds me. Hey, Catherine, how are you? I had to pull over. I went, rode my bike across town to Bulletproof Coffee. Ooh, maybe the coffee's talking to me. I don't know. But as I'm riding my bike through town, I'm having all of this stuff come up because I used to ride my bike on Main Street when I was sad. I was so sad. I was so lonely. I was miserable. But I was making myself do it. Oh, you're doing amazing. I'm so glad to hear that. I love it. Darn, I wanted to share this video on my personal page, but it's on my business page, but I don't have my iPad with me to do my sharing stuff. So if you want to share it, feel free, but I understand if you don't. So anyway, here's what I had to say. This is so freaking amazing. I'm riding my bike from one end of town to the other, and I'm just like smiling and like kind of gushing, which I notice I do lately. That's kind of my general personality. Like I've raised my emotional set point to pretty much living in joy most of the time, which just feels so freaking amazing considering where I was, the contrast a few years ago. Just after my boyfriend moved out, we just had this horrible breakup, meltdown of our relationship. It was the saddest, darkest, deepest, darkest time of my life. And he and I were into cycling. He was a cyclist competitively and a trainer and all that, so we would cycle a lot. And because I didn't know anything else, I was brand new to this town, I would go cycling on the weekends when I didn't have my kids. And it was the most depressing, saddest experience ever. I was always just like literally crying. I would go to the beach and ride my bike and cry. I would ride down from Santa Monica to Manhattan Beach and cry. It was the worst. It was really so sad. And I'm like, all I could see, so the movie projector that was playing in my mind was everyone else is happy, everyone has a friend, a partner, everyone else belongs, but me, I'm an outsider. And so that was the filter through which I saw the world at that time in my life. And so no matter where I looked, I saw happy couples and I saw beautiful people doing wonderful things with their happy families, and I was feeling like the lowest of the low. Good morning, Lisa Marie, how are you? Or I guess it's afternoon for you. I'm talking about the contrast between the Gina of just a couple of years ago and the Gina I am now in the same city, because I'm experiencing the same city through a very different filter, and how different it is. It's just like so freaking crazy. So another thing that I used to do is I would try to go to the beach, because the beach is supposed to be a happy place, and I would go to the beach and all I could do was be, the loneliness and emptiness in my heart was just magnified, because everyone at the beach was there with loved ones and family and partners and friends, and they were having fun, and I was alone. And so that feeling of loneliness, which was so present in my heart, was the filter through which I experienced the beach. And it's only recently, really, that I started to go back to the beach with the intention of going back with this full heart self-love that I have now. And so last summer I spent a lot of time at the beach. After work I would ride my bike down to the beach, and I would just spend like an hour or so watching the sunset, exercising, posting fun pictures and videos of me being in my joy. And I developed all of that from the inside out. I specifically cultivated that loving, fun, joyful relationship with myself, for myself, by myself. And I have actually referred this one TED Talk YouTube video to a client, and I think I will post it here because I watched that video. It's called The Person You Should Really Marry or something. I'll get the exact link and put it here. But when I first watched that a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago, that's when I started to stop looking outside for my love, my validation, my partnership, anything. And I started to date myself, basically. I married myself. I completely committed to myself and promised myself I will never abandon you. And that started my healing from the inside out journey. And now, like, the girl who rides her bike through town is literally gushing with happiness and smiling and magnetic for amazing experiences now. Like, people see me and they smile back at me. They don't even know me. And it's like a totally different situation. Like, I used to be a complete, like, black hole of desperation and need. And people would avoid me like the plague, of course, right? And now I just feel like everywhere I go, there is happiness and abundance of love and just joy coming toward me. So it's a give and take with the relationship, with the vibration of what you're putting out there, and it all starts on the inside. So the work that I talk about, the work that I teach people, is so unbelievably powerful, and it's not trivial. Like, when I say we're changing the course of history, I mean it. We are literally, it's not just changing the world, we're changing the course of history, because when we start with ourselves, it affects everyone around us. And it affects our children, it affects their children, it affects our friends' children, it affects who comes into our lives and what children result from that. So, and if you feel free to share this, I would be so happy, because let's spread the word, because this is not a small message. And I want everybody to know how important it is to start healing from the inside out. Also, okay, so yeah, the tale of two Ginas. Gina of 2012, Gina of 2014. Oh my God, look at that Jeep. That's so cool. Okay. That was such a cool Jeep. I saw it earlier when I was riding my bike. I always say driving my bike, which is so funny. Okay, here's another cool thing. You see that? Okay, you see that scooter? Those scooters are all around Santa Monica. Like, they're just parked on the corner, and you just somehow, like, activate it with a phone app, and you can step on a scooter and start driving it around town. Your dream car is a Jeep like that? Catherine, if you're still on here, yeah, mine was too. And you know what? I actually had one. I used to have a badass Jeep Wrangler. It was the Sahara, and it was the newer body style. It was so freaking amazing. Me and my boys, I'll see if I can dig up photos. Me and my boys would be like top down cruising from our house to the lake, which was like 4 blocks when we lived in Chicago. It was freaking amazing. Yeah, I sold that car. Oh, get it on your vision board. Get that on there. Oh, I loved it. Me and my boys were just like so freaking badass in that Jeep. And then we also had our big giant like mom swagger wagon. I had a Lexus 470, that big giant 8-seater one, because I was that mom and I loved it. I would like, boys, come on, bring your friends, pile everybody in. We're going to Chuck E. Cheese. Oh my God. I have such good freaking memories of being that mom. Like, boys, the friends of my boys, not my boyfriends, but the friends of my boys, I would fill up all the seats. It was my favorite time of my life. So anyway, yes, I used to ride my bike through town, like literally crying, feeling sorry for myself, and feeling like a freaking loser. And I changed it. I turned it all around. Everything is different. Everything is different. Like, amazing. Like, look, somebody just came on the street and hugged me. That's my neighbor. And she's like, when are you leaving? Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, do this work, change your life, and you're changing the world, and you're also changing the course of history. So the tale of two Ginas in one city is a really good one. And I just want to share it with everybody. So, all right, thanks, Catherine, and I can't wait for our next meeting on Saturday in the mastermind group. But I'm also going to be doing, I want to do a hot seat coaching this week, and so I will be talking about that when I can. I have to look at my week, and I have to protect my boundaries because I am moving, I'm wrapping up my job, I'm still doing a lot of things, so I really have to be mindful of not overwhelming myself. But this group is just my happy place right now. So anyway, thank you so much, Catherine, for being on here, and I can't wait to see your vision board. And did you see my vision board? I did that paper one, which is sort of like an overall, like, Gina, what's to come, and it's not really specific to 2018. And I'm creating a digital one, and I'm going to put the app on here, or on the group that Donna shared with me. The app, it's called, I forget, pick collage or something, but I'll put a link to the app because she provided that, or maybe she will. And it's really easy. So, all right, thank you, Catherine. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for all the cat photos. I love the cats, and I also love how you're showing up so powerfully. Like, you are going to change the course of history. Bye.